is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with our next war recap video. And this is the one that ended the streak. So it is officially over, guys. Orion's Nebula X versus GameOver. As you can see there on the screen, GameOver bringing the perfect war. So there it is. That's the end of it. So 30 in a row is where we got to. Unfortunate that it came to an end, but did talk to a lot of the guys in chat afterwards. Let them know. Obviously, this one loss doesn't define everything that we've done. It was a fantastic 2.5 month run that we had. I'm super proud of all of the guys at ONX, keeping it up, bringing the intensity every war. Unfortunate that it went this way in this one, but as you can see, still put up a very, very high percentage. 2 stars away from matching it and bringing it to a tie. We definitely had the opportunity to get there, just did not close in our typical fashion. So we will show, obviously, the guys over at GameOver got the perfect war, so clearing everything on the board. And this was a really interesting one for us. You know, I have not seen ever our bases taken apart by bases with lower level heroes the way that they were. Fresh hits on some, and just great execution from the guys at GameOver. They use their cleanup attacks very, very well. You know, I'm not going to talk about, you know, how they did this. You know, one of their players did come over, have a little chat with us afterwards, but I will leave that for later. I know it's a great clan over there. They did show us their warlog afterwards. They are 187-4. Most of the 187, 4, and I think 2. So just a phenomenal clan of guys over there. Good group. But as far as X, we did a nice job leaving their 2 and 3 on the board, and their number 2 base. If we take a look right there, 98% from yours truly. So I did not have my best war. In fact, I hit both bases 2 and 3, and I just could not get it done this war. So unfortunate. Very, very good job to all the boys and girls at X. We will obviously get back on the win streak. But let's hop into a couple of replays from this one. So, all right, let us start. Where are we going to start at? I think we'll start right up at the top on this one. So it's going to be Blitzkrieg, and he's going to be going in with this HGHB composition. So just super powerful right now. Did get a chance to talk to him about this one. So brings in the Giants with the healers on them, going straight at that queen, using a couple baby drags, get this funnel created nice and wide here on the outside. So great job. And then if you just look at the pathing on this one, the way this base is set up with the dead zone, all of the Giants, the bowlers, everything should continue around the base clockwise. And so that was kind of my idea when I was talking to him about how to hit this base exactly. You can see there the healer is getting a little bit hung up there in the back on the queen. So a little unfortunate there, but does have the poison spells down. Tesla farm pops there in the core. That works out really nicely for him. Look at the position now that his bowlers and his Giants are in. Didn't like the placement on that second rage. No, he was trying to get to that air defense as quickly as possible. But because everything is going to continue to move now away from that spot, didn't think he got huge value out of it. But you can see this base pretty much already wrecked, already up to 60%. Starting to deploy a couple of hogs here, just kind of playing the little game. Similar to follow the Valks, follow the Giants in this one, taking out defense after defense. The healers have switched targets. They are on his king at this point. He is beating his way through a wall, but it's doing a very nice job tanking for all of those hogs that are coming through. Pops the king ability to the last couple of defenses here, and this one will be it. Goes ahead, pops that last heal spell down. Probably not necessary. Keeps all of his troops up. Cleanup time. And just a great job from Blitz on that one. So going up, hitting their number 1 base. Got it done nice and early for us. Giving us the shot to get this done. Just came up a little bit short otherwise. You know, our Town Hall 8 game wasn't great this war. Our low and mid-level Town Hall 9 game wasn't great this war. So just unfortunate for us in this one. So I was talking in the chat to everybody about this war recap, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. We had 12 12 Town Hall 9 triples out of a possible 14 bases, and 10 of them all HGHB. So I did not want to show it over and over again, so I'm trying to throw in a couple of different things on this one. But as you can see here, Civ moving in on their number 6 base and doing it with a Go Vaho. So Civ, one of the ones keeping it a little bit old school, keeping those attacks alive. Really, really like it. Minions, Balloon came out of that CC, uses a very nice poison spell on top of his Golem, and then creating his funnel here as he begins to work his way in. Now he's got these Golems split just a little bit, got his Queen down, and finally sends in a couple of wall breakers, and boom, there it goes, wall breaker fail. So does not get the wall opened up. Thankfully, is going to be able to get the King and the Valks to go in. Already has the jump spell down waiting to give him access to the enemy Queen. Did not get the full CC pull, though, unfortunately, in the beginning. So is going to have to contend with that Balloon. Thankfully, drops that heal spell down. The Queen going to reroute. Has another second poison spell down, trying to save some of his Valkyries. They're doing a nice job. The jump spell was down and allowed them really to get out of the way of those balloons. And then here come these Hogs on the backside of this base. Did a really nice job, just kind of surgical deploying them, getting all of the defenses. Got 2 heal spells left. Not very much of the base left over. Valks are finally getting to the backside here. They get inside the heal. That's just going to help them that much more. Excuse me. And in just a second, the Hogs are going to make their way to these last few defenses. Single Valkyrie was in there tanking for the Queen, so beautiful job there to that MVP Valk. And pops the Queen ability, and just 1 Tesla left to go. Looks like it's going to take a little bit of time to get down. Still has the King ability. Has Wizards down, doing some cleanup for him. Has a couple of corner buildings he needs to get at. Has the Archer to get over there. Don't know when he's going to put that down. But he is in cleanup mode. Goes ahead, pops the King ability as he starts to beat through all of these storages. Get in, get this Tesla taken care of, and whew, that is pretty much going to be it. So nice job to our boy Civ on that one. Getting it done, bringing it home for us. Beautiful job, as always. Love the Go Vaho. It's still probably my favorite attack of all time. Unless we want to talk about the Blue Veeler, which is what I use to farm and what I use in friendly challenges nonstop, and what is everyone in the clan says is my obsession. But I love the Go Vaho, Queen Walk Go Vaho, any variation. Alright, I told Lionheart I would show his attack. So he is also going to be doing the HGHB. He is probably the most stubborn player in our clan. Obviously, I've been bringing the HGHB for a couple weeks now, ever since Powerbang's video came out. Everyone has really been using it. Lion choosing to not learn how to do it. So this is his first HGHB ever in war, and he goes out, lays down the 444. So he gets a nice funnel created here at the beginning. Did not use the baby drag. So a lot of people using the baby drag. I love it as a funneling troop. I think it's a fantastic troop. I use it on my queen walks myself, but everything is starting to move its way in, and you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. His first time doing this, he picked kind of a weird angle to go at this base, but it worked out well for him. So the Giants and the Bowlers now are off on their own, and the Queen and the King are in the core of this base. So obviously would have liked for those Giants, the Bowlers, to stay in the core, where they're going to do a lot more damage. But the King and the Queen going to be doing a lot. Here come the Hogs on the backside of this base. Probably could have deployed them up in the north as opposed to down here in the south side, but does have plenty of Hogs left. And really not too many defenses. No real positions for double giant bombs. 2 heal spells. More than enough to get him through the rest of these point defenses. And the King now is doing some tanking for those Hogs, so they're even safer. And the Bowlers, thankfully, they're doing all the cleanup for him on the outside of this trash ring. So really not going to be too much trash when he gets done with it. There is just 1 gold storage all the way over here by itself, which needs to be taken care of. Can drop one of his wizards over there. But it is over already. So nice job to Lion in this one. Getting it done finally after only 2 or 3 weeks learning how to do this attack. So hopefully he continues to use it. It seems to be very, very good at taking out most Town Hall 9 bases. I will not say all Town Hall 9 bases. but most of them getting taken out. Alright, let's drop down. Check out our Town Hall 8s. Like I said, it was not our best war from our Town Hall 8s. Had to use a couple of nukes. First time in a long time, I think, that I've said that. But shout out to the guys who are getting it done. First out, knockout 24/7. If my internet is going to come back on here. So let's see if we can get that. Alright. Looks like we're okay. So knockout, going to be going in at this one. Doing the Town Hall 8 Go Ho. So really nicely designed Town Hall 8 base here. Obviously a lot of positions for DGBs. And the double giant bomb in this one was actually pretty sneaky. It snuck up on our first player. Actually, I think it was Little John maybe who went in on this one first. And, you know, as he was going through the base, I was looking and I was like, oh, I think I know where the position's at. And he kind of sent his hog straight into it. So it didn't work out for him. But as you can see, minions, archers, wizards coming out of that clan castle. Has a poison spell down. Unfortunately, it's a little too far back for that second group that made its way over. But KO, pushing his way in, sends in those wall breakers, a couple of Valks, and heal spell here right as he encounters this beautiful double giant bomb there. So really sneakily placed in there at an angle. But everything kind of pushing its way in now. The golems are still up. I believe there's a couple max Valkyries in there running around helping the king with some DPS. And he's just waiting. Nice and patient, letting everything beat through these walls. And he's going to have a lot of tanking for his hogs here. So send in those hogs just a few seconds early. Not even a few seconds, like a millisecond early. That Archer Tower could have been tanked. Probably could have saved him that heal spell there. And would have had one extra one here as he works his way up to the north side of this base. And only a couple of defenses left. Still has 18 hogs left in the bag. Finally goes ahead, deploys them all here, targeting a bunch of defenses, taking them all down. And as he gets to this last cluster, drops down that heal spell. Everything going to get healed up as they make their way to these last couple of defenses. Only 1 or 2 hogs touch that giant bomb. It does end up taking them out, but not going to be enough left to stop him here. Has a bunch of hogs left over. Still has the king ability. Pops that. And that is the end of this one. So beautiful, beautiful job to KO on that raid. Just absolutely came through it. What a nice job on the cleanup. Something that our Town Hall 8 struggle with for some reason this war. Just threw attack after attack into a couple of bases. It was really strange. So drop down. Check out Dash going in on this one. Doing it with the hog attack. Hog and some barbs and wizards. So Dash bringing some super interesting attacks for us and doing them super cleanly. It's absolutely crazy how good these attacks are from him. But he goes in, brings in a couple of hogs, like 5 or 6 of those hogs going in there. They get the CC lured out, gets the poison spell down on them. The hogs continue to move their way in. So this is kind of like a Town Hall 9 opener. Something that you would do to take out kind of the pathing of, to break the pathing off for the hogs so that you can continue in with the rest of their attack. But look at that. Gets the baby drag down just based on those hogs in the poison spell, which, I mean, the baby drag is such a dangerous CC troop right now. And then here comes all these other hogs. So look at how beautiful this surgical deployment is. Just targeting everything. So their hogs are just working their way in. Does use 1 heal spell here as all the hogs start to work their way into the core of the base. Continues with the surgical hog, working his way around. Max hogs out of the CC. A couple more hogs coming in on these last couple of defenses. And look at how well this is working out for him. So still has not dropped a second heal spell yet. All of the hogs converging right here in the core of the base. Drops down the poison spell. That's going to take out the skellies. They're standing right next to the enemy king. And there's the end of the king. And that's it. So, I mean, he didn't use any of his heal spells. That's typically the one thing you think about at Town Hall 8 is that you got to keep the hogs healed up the entire raid. Especially when you're not tripping the double giant bomb on the entry point or anything like that. But he does not care. Just goes in, gets it done. And also didn't have his king there, so I'm not sure where his king was at. Maybe it's upgrading. Maybe he was just sleeping from a previous raid, but absolutely came down, smashed this base to pieces. Does have the 2 heals, swags them out on the builder huts that he has to get to, and that's the end of that one. So nice job, Dash, on that one. Great job. And so we'll do one more for you guys, and then we'll call it a day on this recap. And it's going to come courtesy of our boy Aiden. And this one, taking a play straight out of the Town Hall 9 playbook. Obviously, everyone at Town Hall 9 running the HGHB. Well, here comes Aiden, Town Hall 8 style, running the HGHB. So, coming at it, healers down, giants down, funneling troops down. As soon as the giants bust through that first layer of wall, the CC should come out. Here comes those max bowlers. Here comes the king. Everybody ready to move in. Now, this is where I thought it would get a little dangerous. Obviously, with the Town Hall 9 HGHB, the whole point of your queen is to take out any of the air targeting CC troops. But he has 2 poison spells, a couple of wizards, uses the rage really nicely, gets the wizards inside of it. And they're able to take down that dragon. And the bowlers and the giants are just going ham on the inside of this base. And then he still has 12 hogs left over. So just small tweaks to the overall composition to make sure that he has everything. Now, did lose pretty much all the bowlers there. So they did not stay with the healers and the giants. So unfortunately, they did all go down, but does have 2 heal spells here for his hogs. They are working in their way just counterclockwise around this base. Already has triggered the double giant bomb, which is up, or which is already gone. Here comes the I don't know what you call it, the ghetto double giant bomb, where you put the giant bomb and all of the little single bombs next to each other, which pretty much acts like a double giant bomb. But he gets through that with his second heal spell, and the last couple of hogs get to the last couple of defenses, and now it's just a race against the clock. So not very much left in the way of cleanup. Obviously, the DPS from those giants is not going to be huge, but has enough hogs, has some wizards, has his king still, and he is going to be able to get through this one, and that will be the end of it. So, super innovative. I really liked it to see the HGHB at Town Hall 8, not something that I had ever experienced before. Obviously, seen some really interesting comps at Town Hall 8, as far as like P.E.K.K.A walking and things like that. But that might be the first Town Hall 8 HGHB I've ever seen, and I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. So, that'll do it, I think, for the recap, guys. I hope you enjoy this one. Like I said, great war to the guys over at GameOver. Unfortunate that we weren't able to bring our best and pull out the tie in this one. Either way, the streak would have ended if it had been a tie, if it had been the loss that we did take. But the guys over at Orion's Nebula, we're gonna get back on it, searching right after this one, right back to it. Time for the new streak to begin. Hopefully we will come back. We will be just as strong, if not stronger. We'll take everything that we learned from this one and we will move forward. But that'll do it for this recap, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace.
Give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya.